Bleeding Edge subscribers, hopefully guys are doing well. My name is Colin Tedards. And look, one thing that we've explored here on the newsletter is how artificial intelligence is accelerating the democratization or the access to knowledge, bringing access to tools and services and technology to people that wouldn't have had access before. And the truth is, the truth really is that we're in the early innings of companies developing AI tools. As access to this computing power still remains relatively expensive, and especially compared to traditional cloud computing. It's also a challenge to find talented engineers and computer scientists who can build these new AI computer systems. But just last week, we got a glimpse into the future when NVIDIA and a company called Hippocratic AI, their new venture exemplifies this transformation. So here's the backdrop. The health organizations out there are warning kind of a looming crisis, if you will, a shortfall of nearly 10 million healthcare workers by the year 2030, predominantly nurses. But not all of us, as you'd imagine, will experience the shortfall equally. That's because the shortfall will predominantly be in low and middle income countries. But even developed nations like here in the United States or in Australia, they will experience a shortfall as well. This is where artificial intelligence has its greatest potential, not replacing the jobs of really anyone, including nurses, but instead bridging the gap in healthcare staffing to mitigate these staffing shortages and to bring access to healthcare to people that might not be able to afford it. To do this, NVIDIA has teamed up with this new company. It all starts with Hippocratic's safety centric large language model. As we've all likely seen and maybe even potentially experienced, large language models like ChatGPT and certainly Google's Gemini, they can give some really strange responses. So in a healthcare environment, that obviously wouldn't be acceptable. That's why Hippocratic's model has been rigorously tested against other AI models using human healthcare professionals. Impressively, the AI model even slightly outperformed human nurses on technical tasks that are often standard before or after a patient receives medical treatment like a surgery. The language model is then paired with an AI generated nurse that you can have a conversation with over the phone or via video. Most impressive might be the cost. The AI nurses operate at just a fraction of the cost of a traditional healthcare staff. In fact, Hippocratic AI nurses cost less than $9 per hour. I showed the video demonstration that was played at NVIDIA's conference to my wife. She's been a nurse for several years now. We agreed that the AI nurse lacks the empathy and the caring nature that a human nurse provides. However, there are many, many situations where AI nurses can assist and really fill the gaps when staffing can be a challenge. Imagine having an AI nurse on call during maybe the weekends or holidays or maybe even in the middle of the night. And of course, in remote or poor countries where staffing qualified human nurses is nearly impossible, the prospect of AI nurses is really the most promising there. The partnership between NVIDIA and Hippocratic AI could mark a significant shift in healthcare, one where access to care is not only more affordable, but widespread than it is today. That was the Bleeding Edge for today. I'll be back again later this week. I'll see you again soon.